The F1 1995 season mod pack by the F1 Seasons team has been the talk of the AMS2 modding town for the last couple of weeks. And together with the amazing F-Edge class in Automobilista 2, it is hands down the best, most realistic and authentic way to play, relive, recreate 1995 F1 season. Here I've been given the chance to try an even advanced version of that mod, because yeah, the team is hard at work for an even better update to add complement features like more liveries, such as even more versions for the Benetton car, or even adding a second HUD file, a second XML selector that differentiates between the early season in which the SimTech team took part and then the mid to late season after Monaco, in which the grid was down to 24 cars, excluding the SimTech team. What I'm going to show you here now is a recreation of the Italy Grand Prix of 1995 in Monza, with, of course, the appropriate scenario, excluding the SimTech team. That means there will only be 24 cars on the grid. In real, this had been, let's say, a very eventful race, and sadly a disaster for the Ferrari team, who had to retire their cars, leading the race in 1 and 2. Eventually, Johnny Herbert achieved the victory here ahead of Mika Häkkinen and Heinz-Harald Frentzen in the Sauber. For Sauber, it was the first podium in their history, and for Häkkinen, that P2 meant his best result since his entry into Formula 1. And yeah, I'm doing that race in Mika's McLaren V10, presumably the best and fastest car in that class, and I'd like to check out how close we can come to the real thing. How realistic, how authentic does a full distance race feel with that class at that location? One thing I'm really looking forward to is the actual pace of the AI, because you might know in Automobilista 2 you cannot really differentiate between AI strength in the quali and in the race, so you will have to pick your AI skill level prior to starting the session, and that leads to the AI mostly doing very similar times in the race to what they did in the quali. But here at Monza, that's actually no issue, because guys, take a look at the quali times, especially here starting with, let's say, Hill, then we have Alesi, Barrichello, and so forth, and with Herbert it starts with a 26.4 in quali, and now take a look at what he did in the race. His fastest lap in the race was only 500ths slower than his quali time. Long story short, I don't really have to worry about that set factor. Regarding the track, it is pretty similar to what they raced on in 1995, yet in Automobilista 2 we're racing on the 1991 variant of Monza, which was slightly different regarding Variante Retifilo and Variante della Roggia, but not that crucial. It's still the same layout, the differences are only more or less in detail. And here then is the grid, like Mika in real in his McLaren. I am in P7, like in real. David Coulthard and Michael Schumacher are in the first row, and like in real, everybody else is in their respective position on the track, on the grid. This is going to be my setup. Yeah, I'm going to cut the race into two halves. Basically, 107 liters of fuel should be enough for 27 laps. I can go relatively low with the front duct openings for the brakes. They are only used, well, 3-4 times on the whole track. This is the suspension, this is the drivetrain. I've opted to go for radiator opening 60. That should be, yeah, just fine for having about 15 to 20% wear on the engine by the end of the race. Pit stop strategy will thus be then going in for another, let's say, 100 and yeah, let's see how much it's actually going to take. 103 liters at that stage. Soft slicks for the second half, and this is going to be my, well, sort of semi-realistic setup for repairs. I know in real they weren't able to repair the suspension. I'm well aware of that, but okay, this is where authenticity ends and simulation and game comes into play. So here we go. Green, green, green. A lot of wheel spin, smoke coming from the tires as I'm accelerating up through the gears into 5th. Now let's be careful and overdo it here into the first variante. Okay, that went well. What happened behind? Everything seems smooth. Barrichello behind me in my gearbox, but he also will have a hard time overtaking me, or won't he? Oh, he won't. He got me and pushed me out of the points. Oh, Blondell behind, also having a look there into the first Lasmo. And these guys are quick. 100U AI skill it is. These guys are quick, at least already here on the first lap. It's no cheesing possible. I'm saying this in every video, but the AI on the first lap is different throughout the classes in AMS2. Here, they're top-notch, super quick from the get-go. In other classes, it's different. And also the AI skill is discrepant or varied, let's say varied, throughout the classes. I did my F1 1986 custom championship, for example, on most of the time on the highest AI skill of 120, because they were just slow, too slow, even in the race, on lower skill levels. While here, well, even 100 is a challenge. I'll have to settle in, get into my rhythm. That's okay for the moment. Whoa, yeah. And also, guys, let's see how much retirements there are going to be. It's the authentic setting, I told you, scenario setting. So most of the top drivers are expected to have to retire. And I'm talking about the Ferraris, Hill and Schumacher. Let's see if that's going to happen. Yeah, again and again. The feel behind the wheel in that class is so close to perfection. In the end, it's always personal preference, but and of gear, of course, yeah, how you set up your FFB in your respective wheelbase and so forth. And for me, ultimately, it's of course about the fun, but before that comes the satisfaction behind the wheel and the level of connectedness I can achieve, and that is so high here.
Your brake temperatures are far too high.
They're not. They're well in the green.
Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
And I think I'm gaining on Barrichello there.
Come on, don't make it easy for him. Make him go the long way around.
Oh, one is off. That's Herbert, who was in a great position there. Well in the points, off in the Parabolica, in the sand. In the gravel.
126.7.
Yeah.
Come on, keep digging. B6. You've just done it. 127.1. That's your best lap in this session. We predict the fuel window will open on lap 17. It will end on lap 27. We didn't record pit timings. The fuel estimates are not going to be great.
Okay. Yeah, that's true, because this is the first time and I hope the only time I'm going to do that race.
The gap to P5 in front is now 0.7.
Now, also, I'm pretty content with my setup.
gap behind is now 0.5.
It's well balanced. Berger seems to have lost a place, or didn't he? Not sure. Oh yeah, I'm on the inside line, and that was a proper cool mistake. Cool overtake, excuse me, on Barrichello. And as Herbert is not in the points anymore, I am back again in P5 now. I just hope I look at that. There's not much going on. That's a bit of a pity. But the AI is hardly able to make use of the slipstream here.
Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
I mean, I have been. Yeah, the Lesmos are always a benchmark for your setup, and if the car is stable and quick there, that's an indication for a good setup. Considering that you also have got some top speed, of course. Not this time. That's too early, yeah. Yeah, what a great year of F1 that was. I mean, in retrospect, one mainly thinks about Schumacher, the domination of Benetton as always. Herbert was able to win 2 races, but I mean, also, Williams still had the best car. They were super competitive, kept the championship long open, and even more so, Ferrari had such a competitive car, and well, they actually would have been able to win 3-4 races. But just weren't lucky enough to do so. The most tragic was this one, perhaps, with both cars in the lead. Looking for a 1-2 here. Had to retire. In the second half of the race, Alesi even just, I think, 8-9 laps from the finish. Yeah, such a pity. Herbert then inherited that victory. Pace-wise, 102 seems perfect at this stage, early stage of the race. It's just, yeah, feels fantastic. Hill leading Schumacher, Alesi, but these 3 guys are on the same pace, fighting for the lead. Berger a tad behind, then me, then it's Barrichello. Still in striking distance, I'd say. All right, now it's Alesi. That's great. Did I say they're not doing much overtakes? Forget that. They are, at least in the front. Oh, Alesi! Slow Alesi! Oh, early retirement for the French.
Follow Berger.
Why then?
Papis, Bader, and Coulthard have stacked it.
Oh, okay. 3 guys entangled in an incident. Alesi out. And that's a pity, of course, yeah. I'm going to dial down my fuel mapping fuel mapping setting.
Okay, Timo, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Oh, that's good to hear, really. So it's at least 3 cars out, and Hill coming into the pits. I think it's only a question of time until we get the notification that also Hill, has retired. So look at my brake and tire temps, guys, and also the engine wear. It's already on 5. Okay, let's prepare for the restart. Fuel mapping back to high.
We'll need to add 103 litres.
Okay.
Yellow flag, safety cars out.
Schumacher accelerating. I am also. Everybody is. Yeah, and I'm safe behind.
Flag, V3.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult now for me. I've got the much better top speed, but brakes are cold. Brakes are cold, guys. Oh, whoa. Not the coolest feel. There you have it. The AI is clearly on different physics, but we've known that. Oh, whoa. Yep. Second corner, and we're still not there. Whoa. Even losing a place there.
Cold tires all around.
Thanks for the info, Jim. Wouldn't have noticed. My goodness. Yeah.
Have it. Nice one.
And now that's a real challenge to apply as much aggression as needed, yeah, without overdoing it. Until the car is back in the working window or state. Yeah. That of course led to me losing 3 seconds on that first lap after the restart.
Okay, Timo, the next car is Schumacher.
In other words, Berger is leading the race. Yep. The organic evolution of the car's state is mostly felt, of course, in full distance races, and it's just an unparalleled feel that you get when evolving and developing from lap to lap, especially here in the Lesmos. That's so tangible. Every time I go through there, I think I can do 1% more, 2% more throttle application earlier. That's, yeah.
The leader has just done a 126.2.
You won't have that feeling when driving with accelerated settings. At least not to that level.
Okay, Timo, lap times are pretty consistent.
But too slow overall.
It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth.
Ooh. Even clipping that inner curb can be very dangerous. Unsettles the car just a few centimeters to the left.
Right tyres are cold.
So if you want to be safe, don't use these curves at all. Yeah. Barrichello is still within striking range. Haven't got rid of him.
That last lap was a 126.8. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Don't be pressured. Keep your exit speeds up.
Lap times are pretty consistent, as is the gap to Schumacher.
Okay, Timo, don't let this guy distract you.
Still, I cannot do the second Lesmo flat out. A slight lift. But it's less from lap to lap.
P3. The guy in front is one lap behind.
Exiting Ascari can be very, very difficult. If you apply the throttle too early, you're very prone to overdriving the car. Ugh. And oversteer. In other words, having the wheel spin. So who's that now? That's Katayama.
The lap time was at 126.
First lapping on the track. And now let's try and get him quickly out of the aggro window as possible. Also, luckily, the two leaders were able to overtake him without any time loss.
The gap to P4.
I'm especially looking at all those parameters and factors that make the race feel real with the AI. This could be my best lap. God. Yep. Little wiggle there under acceleration in third. But fourth gives me at least too little torque.
That was 126.
Oh, okay. Match him up. My best race time. Okay.
The gap to P4 behind is now 1.5. The gap to Lundell behind is now 1.2 seconds.
Whoa!
Lundell behind is now.
That was Berger standing facing the wrong direction. He must have spun. Or have come together and spun with... Oof. Schumacher. Let's hope he can recover and continue. But certainly the whole field will pass him first. Yeah, he's not in the top 11 anymore. Man. As they are still seem to be racing in the single file. Very close to each other.
The gap to P3 behind is now 0.9. P2, that lap was a... Alright, Timo, you've got half your fuel left. The gap to Lundell behind is now 0.8.
Wow, Blundel's fast.
We estimate we're going to need to add 103 litres.
Okay. That's a bit too early, Timo.
Front
Nevertheless,
has a bit of wear.
yeah, it may. 15 laps, 10% engine wear. So it's gonna be over 30 in the end on that rate. And that again, oh, Schumacher waving. And that also means that will be impacting, of course, my engine's performance. Let's see.
The gap to P3 behind is now 0.8. That lap time was 126.5. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
I'm getting closer to Schumacher, definitely.
You're reeling Schumacher in. The gap is 0.9.
And I'm in his slipstream. Ah, a bit too late there, man.
The gap ahead is now 0.9. Rundle has retired.
Okay. Oh, Schumacher, what are you doing?
Okay, Timo, we're matching race pace. Your last lap time was at 126.3. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace.
I was just having a look there. It's still too early for me. Would have been excuse me. It's the other way around. Was too late in the slipstream and adding that surplus. But also I can now feel that the tire wear has increased. Not by much. We're talking incremental changes, certainly, but I can't feel it. And I certainly do not want to overdo it at that stage. The wear is pretty even. I'm not close enough. But I have built a little gap over Blundell.
Last lap was at 127.0. The gap in front is now 0.9.
As you might see, I'm using a lot of gear changes also for engine braking or stabilizing the car. That's a technique that works with these Formula cars, especially here in Amos 2. No matter if you're doing H pattern, classic cars, or easier with the pedal shifts. It's of course easier with the pedal shifts. Let's see if I can come close enough now. Oh yeah, that's sort of the limit before locking up. We're doing almost the same lap times here. Yeah, I've been a bit... I am in the slipstream. Can you see it?
Okay, Timo. Pit window open.
Oh.
We should be coming out into clear air. On exit, we should be in position 9 in front of the nits. That lap was a 126.1. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 1. Your sector 2 time is quick. Sector 3 is a tenth off the pace. Stay close, see if we can unsettle him.
Wow, Timo, whoa. It would be another great spot to overtake if you're close enough, exiting the second Lesmo. I am not. Oh, that's a good spot now. Schumacher. Very strange line. Oh, that was pretty quick. Through. Oh, he's coming in! So early! That looks like a two-stop race.
You're in the lead.
Woo.
That lap time was 126.
Interesting. That definitely looks like a two-stop race because I think the max is 32 laps that you can do with 140 liters. And that means... Whoa. No, he's... Huh? What happened there?
Your left side tyres are carrying minor wear.
Schumacher, look at the leaderboard. Schumacher's still in second. Has everybody come in? Looks like it. Everybody, more or less everybody has come in on lap 19. Yeah, that looks like a two-stop race for these guys. I'm going to do a one-stop race. Definitely. So different strategies. Well, that puts my, I don't want to praise myself, but my performance to keep up with these guys on another level. As I'm having fuel for more than, about 10 more laps on board.
All course yellow. Safety car's coming out. Berger has just retired.
Oh.
Stay behind the safety car.
Okay. Another safety car. And that means, well, should I come in now for my stop? I mean, that perhaps would be... Yeah, let's do that. I'll come in.
Okay, pit stop requested.
I'll come in. Let's do that for 32 laps, all right? Yeah, quick decision here.
For the pit speed limit.
Yeah. New tires. 123 liters. Come on. Oh, for 37 laps even. I'm to follow my teammate Mark Blundell. Wow. Yeah. Whoa, Timo. Whoa. They're still on race pace, it seems. Fuel mapping down. Too low. Following Mark. Now, Berger's out. Both Ferraris out. Hill seems to... Oops, excuse me. Hill seems to be out. Coulthard is still in the race in P8 at the moment. But guys, yeah, differences are all nullified now. All the gaps are gone. Lap 22, new tires, having done my pit stop now for a very long stint on the new softs. Let's see. And ice cold brakes, cold tires. This is the setup for, let's say, the second half of the race, or the remaining parts of that race. Has been great so far, a lot of things happening. And I kind of missed the restart.
Green, 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 let's go.
At least Salo's far away. Yeah, whoa. Oh, more car spinning. Whoa, almost spinning. That was Schumacher.
Is now leading.
How did he catch that? Oh, I'm too late. I'm so too late here. Schumacher going through. Ah. Yeah, cold tires, even here, not enough grip. Ah. Salo. I need at least another lap to be competitive again. That's Katayama and Moreno ahead. 2 back markers. Oh, what are you doing, guys? That's not cool. That's not cool. Definitely not cool. Katayama at the end of the field. His teammate Salo, on the other hand, in my gearbox in P5. Guys, just stay away. Oh, that's very cool. Looking at that 40. Oh. Yeah. Happily I'm through. And Salo. Wow, but I lost 4 seconds. 4.5 seconds even to Schumacher.
Don't be distracted. Defend your position.
My tires are still not there. Losing against Salo.
Come on, Timo. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
Cold tires, heavy car. Span is behind.
P5.
Yeah, but he doesn't like my slipstream, apparently.
The car ahead is Salo.
At the moment, I'm not able to compete with the leaders
Don't let this guy distract you.
and their pace. Herbert leading Blundell, the number 2 driver, so to say. Schumacher in P3, closing down the gap.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
At the moment, I don't have the grip I had at the end of the first stint. And I'm more looking into my mirrors than ahead. Takes very long. Whew. It's a heavy car. It's a heavy car. And I can only assume that the guys around me are much lighter. Coulthard now in my gearbox. Oh, it's going 3 wide. Okay, guys. Sort it out before the Parabolica. And it's Coulthard. Quickest of these 3.
Your lap time was
is that slow?
Sector 3 is 1.4 seconds off the pace. Your lap times are dropping off. Come on, stay focused.
Another.
Coming out. Full course yellow. Stay behind. Salo.
Wow. 3rd full course yellow.
We think that Dinit and Papis have binned it.
Okay. Okay. So it's going to be 3/4 of a lap at least behind the safety car. That's a disaster for my tire temps. I cannot help it. And I'm very prone to lose even more positions then on the restart. But still, the probability of an FCY, a safety car, is pretty high when someone has to retire, even on this, very, I'd say, simplistic track. Anyways, let's go back. Come on.
Yellow flag, the safety car's out.
Yeah, much better this time. In the slipstream of Salo. Yeah, but where to brake? Oh, that's gonna be super tough. Yeah. Whoa. Good decision, Timo. No chance I would have made it through there had I braked at my normal spot. What's happening there? Oh, it's Blondell. Blondell incident with him. He went off track. I guess he must have come together with Schumacher. Oh, no, that's a proper mistake. What a mistake, yeah.
Track limits there.
Rejoining in P7, just ahead of Heinz Harald. Oh, and there's an engine about to blow up. So many things happening here. As I'm going too deep in the Parabolica. Who's coming in? Who's that? Irvine? Irvine and another car. It was 2, wasn't it?
P6, you're better than this. The car's better than this. Get it together, man.
Okay.
Okay, Timo. The next car is Hannes.
Yeah, it's an anti-rhythmic race. It's costing me a lot of energy to always get the car back into the working area. It's a constant struggle. And now I can fully understand why the probability of making a mistake after a restart is so high. I mean, you're completely out of it. Sounds ironic, but and paradox, but you're
Make them do the work.
but you're taken out of your comfort zone, which is going race pace, yeah, and feeling the car everywhere. Oh, off. Coulthard in the gravel. So now it's Herbert. Schumacher. Salo punished me.
128.7.
Still not there. Oh, they seem to be able to brake much later than me.
Okay, Timo, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Let's see how wide you can make this thing. Just done it, 126.3.
What am I doing? High 27 perhaps?
Make him do all the work, focus on your exits.
Not that bad, not that bad.
127.3.
But like in real, also the, let's say, middle runners, back runners are not that slow actually. Those V8s around Hansen, they're not losing much over lap.
Barrichello is now retired.
Let's hope he was able to move into the pits.
The gap to Frentzen behind is now 0.8.
Point 1.6 even. Wow.
That lap was at 127.8. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Look at the delta down below. I'm starting the lap on my fastest lap level and can maintain that throughout the first sector. But then it all seems to, yeah, decrease.
Coulthard has retired from the race.
Oh.
Stick to the plan. Don't be intimidated here.
Point 2 of a second down. Yeah, losing a lot throughout Ascari upon braking, yeah. And then consequently throughout the whole corner. That adds up to 0.5. Yeah, well, that's okay, really. That's okay. 0.5, 0.6. Slower than my best. 0.7 it is now. Okay.
That lap was a 126.9.
So look at the engine wear. Now it's beginning to impact my speed, performance, acceleration.
Gap to B6 behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse, so to say, deteriorate. I just hope that it's similar with the AI opponents. Not sure about that.
The gap behind is now 1.0 seconds.
That's interesting. Herbert keeping Schumacher behind him, even increasing the lead, which is almost 5 seconds now. Maybe they have come together and Schumacher had to back off. I don't know. But it's been, over 4 seconds for quite some time now.
You've just done a 126.7.
While Salo seems to be doing the race of his life. P3 for the Finn.
The gap to Frentzen behind is now 1.0.
Wow. Oh, that's one off, yeah. Must have been Panis. Because I am in P4. Yes. Panis off in the second Lesmo. Moving me up the order again. One place. But pace-wise, at that stage, on lap 39, I'm not able to compete with the best. I have been in the early stages of the race until my pit stop, but from then on, no. And I'm even 9 seconds behind Salo.
The gap to Frentzen behind is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds. B4, you've just done a 126.7. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Yeah, pretty good lap considering that my engine wear is on 28%. Doesn't get much better than this, I guess. So settling in the mid or high 26s here, which is so close to real.
Frentzen behind is increasing. It's now 2.4 seconds.
Come on, tires, I still need you, at least for another 13 laps.
Frentzen behind is increasing. It's now 3.0.
Tires are definitely beginning to get a little squishy in the front. That bite that I had for the most time during my first stint is gone. We're not talking night and day. It's all incremental, small, gradual differences.
Frentzen behind is now 2.4. You've just done it on 27.4. Lamy has just retired.
Look at that. Salo chasing Schumacher. There's nothing between them. And Schumacher not able to catch his teammate Herbert, who's, well, dominantly leading that race, I have to say. This time, not relying
Closing the gap. It's now 2.4 seconds.
on too many on too many retirements or DNFs. And I am 9 seconds behind Salo. Not gaining anything. And believe me, I am trying. I'm hot lapping, basically, with just a little safety buffer. Because I've already spent 70 minutes in here, and I don't want to throw it away here on the last 10 laps.
The lap time was at 127.4.
It's a bliss to drive this car. It's just working. Wow. Yeah, there was a driving error, but oh no, and another driving error. Oh my goodness. And there I threw it away.
Your suspension's looking pretty bad.
What a silly mistake. What a silly mistake. Oh my goodness.
What's your speed limit in the pits? When we exit the pits, we should be in P10 behind
So guys,
Hannes.
on lap 44, I'm going into the pits, getting new soft slicks, and we'll have my aero and suspension repaired. That's going to take an eternity, of course it is, because it's severe damage. Oh man, and I'm going to lose a lap, perhaps. Well outside the points. Well outside the points. Come on, please. E14 it is. Let me go.
Go. Track's clear. Push, push, push. 14th.
Oh, believe me, I will now. But have the other guys come in for a second time? Or did they just do one stop very early? Looks like it. Katayama is 50 seconds behind me, and Moreno even more. I don't know if they're still racing, are they? Yeah, they are. 16 cars running. So, what's still in there for me?
You're matching race pace. That was a 126.8.
Still, Schumacher and Salo fighting for P2. Salo not getting past, but only a 10th behind. I have been for the last 10 laps. Oh yeah. That was a proper snap. Is that Salo and Schumacher even? These two there. So am I a lap behind? It looks like it. Now P13.
That lap was at 126.9. You were 10th off the pace in Sector 1. Sector 2 time is good. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. Okay, Timo. The next car is Papis.
But 25 seconds ahead. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, certainly. I did not only lose 50 seconds in the pits, but also much more time from where I had the incident for the rest of that lap. There was at least another 10 seconds, I guess. So more than a minute overall. Ah. So I'm on lap 50. I think the leaders are on 51 already.
Safety cars out. Full course yellow.
Okay.
Position behind Papis.
Okay. So that's a pity. I've lost the whole lap.
Papis have gone off.
That's really a pity. Otherwise, huh? Yeah. Oh, hello. Otherwise, I would have now been able to close down the gap completely, yeah? But please, let's not finish that race under yellows, please. That would be unworthy, really. Mika Salo. I mean, it's actually the 3 leaders ahead of me, right? So I lost, well, 1 lap. Herbert leading Schumacher. And well, I'm in a great position to view how this race is gonna end, I guess. Will Schumacher be able to attack his so dominant teammate? Or will even be Salo be able to have a word there with these 2 guys regarding the race victory? We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, Timo, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this
thank
lap.
you. I'm trying, or I'm going to try to keep out of any form of fight, struggle, entanglement with the leaders here. Maybe I'm even gonna let Heinz Harald through. Let's see who's behind him. Is that Katayama? Is Katayama in P5? No, that can't be. Okay then.
Safety car phase.
Mm-hmm.
Green flag, we're racing. Blue flag, 1 more lap to go.
Hello there. All right then.
Blue flag, B13.
What are you doing, guys? Anything happening? Herbert looks like the clear leader here. Even on the last lap, Schumacher not in a position to attack him. Salo not in a position to attack Schumacher. What's Heinz Harald gonna do in his V8? Sauber. Well, on paper, he should be in a lost position there, but you never know. Okay, Heinz-Harald, come on. Push. No, it's Herbert winning ahead of Schumacher, Salo,
is the winner.
and Heinz-Harald.
Okay, it's over. Battle team over.
Yeah, not only bad luck, bad driving in that one particular spot. So there we go with the final results. Like in real, Johnny Herbert wins the Italian Grand Prix of 1995 at Monza. Here, of course, in a much slower time than in real because, well, more FC-wise. Actually, now that this is over and I've experienced that way, maybe it would be an option to just toggle off the FC-wise. Would enhance the overall experience, if you ask me. So, that's maybe a tip for you if you're thinking about recreating this same race. In P2, it's Michael Schumacher. Well, just behind his teammate, but actually not in position to snatch away the win from Johnny. Third on the podium, a extremely strong Mika Salo in the Tyrrell. In fourth, it's Heinz-Harald Frentzen, almost matching his result of the real race. In P5, it's Jean-Christophe Bouillon, gaining points like in real. Second, Sauber there. And in P6, it's my teammate, Marc Blondel. Then Andrea Montemini. Wow, that must have been his best result ever. I mean, here in sim racing and even better than in real. P8. Oh, still in P8. On the same lap as the leaders, but just not able to make it up to the points. I mean, I haven't had him on the radar for most of the race because I thought he was off or, yeah, well, far behind. But he actually made it ahead of me and in P8 overall. Panis in 9th, Badua in 10th. Then it's Lavaggi, Papis, and me, and I am the first car a lap down. Also finishing are Moreno, Inoue, and Katayama. Katayama already 2 laps behind. And it's here in that race 8 cars, namely Lamy, Coulthard, Eddie Irvine, Barrichello, Dennis Berger, Brundle, and Alessi, sadly Alessi, retiring. Retiring rate, DNF rate, not that high as in real. In real, only 10 cars saw the checkered flag. Regarding fastest lap times, it is clearly Michael Schumacher with the best lap time, a 1:25.6. But he must have done that lap pretty early in the race because in the second half, he wasn't able to catch up, struggle with his teammate or fight with his teammate, Johnny Herbert. Alessi also very strong at 1:25.7, and that is only on the first 6 laps that he did that lap. Well, he would have been a candidate for the win here. Super strong. Also Berger, 26.2 to 26.9 or 7. 26.5 by Coulthard. 26.0 by me. Yeah, which is basically the third fastest lap here. But overall, guys, this is so balanced and so close to the real thing. Especially considering that the track isn't 100% accurate compared to what they drove on in 1995. What a great experience, right? A little less FC-wise, and this would have been near perfection. And I mean, this is the most rounded and authentic class right now in Automobilista 2. If you're heading for a replication of an actual real F1 year, and in my opinion, regarding the overall package, what you get with the game, with the DLCs, and with the mod, I think this is one of the best and most rounded experiences you can have in sim racing if you going for F1 in general or classic F1 in particular. I'm blown away by that class, and well, I'm looking forward to the update of this pack. Cannot take much longer, guys, until this is out. Thanks a lot for watching. Consider a like, subscribing, clicking on the notifications. Have the best time of your life in your most favorite sim, and hopefully see you on the next one. All the best. Bye.